Hi guys, welcome back to IGCSE Success. I hope you are doing well. Just a quick mini lesson for this evening, looking at how you can practice your extended writing skills. That's question 3 from paper 1 in a slightly less threatening way. And we all know question 3 can be a killer. You really have to get it right. It's worth 25 marks and it really can make or break your grade. Sometimes though, and I've said this in a previous video, being presented with a whole text, a whole fiction text, and being asked to read it and then extract relevant information, both explicit and implicit ideas, and use these ideas to help you shape a non-fiction response, and be that a diary, a newspaper report, letter, speech, etc. That can be pretty scary. So if you are new on your IG journey, and you find question 3 particularly scary, and let's face it, who doesn't, try this method. All you need to do is pull a paragraph or 2 from an existing paper and then complete a short non-fiction piece based on the paragraph or paragraphs you have chosen. Try and aim for around 5 ideas. Of course, for the real thing, you would be expected to write something much lengthier and with more ideas, but it's a really smart way to practice your non-fiction writing and just focusing on a particular audience and purpose and just concentrating on getting that tone right. You can make up your question 3 tasks too. Try and use the same paragraphs to practice more than one non-fiction text. That's your challenge for this evening. Hopefully that doesn't sound too confusing. If it does, hopefully by the end of the video it will make more sense. So here are the paragraphs I have chosen from a past paper, I think 2018, I could be wrong. Just a bit of background information. Michaela is confined to a wheelchair and her friend is going to the market, and that's all you really need to know. I'm going to be using these paragraphs to write a partial journal response and a partial informal letter. Let's start by reading the extract. Michaela watched the world pass by the window. She nodded and smiled at each and every one of these liberated pedestrians drawn into a current in the direction of the market. Their wheeled shopping bags bounced and bounded behind them in enthusiastic obedience. The road was a sea of movement and no one looked up at the imprisoned figure in the window. Ahead, the market was beginning to wake up. Jane enjoyed watching it at this time of the day. It was like a large beast groaning in dismay at being prodded into life, its elongated body undulating and rippling as the stall holders pinned and adjusted fluttering awnings and canvas covers to their correct positions. Metal trolleys squealed in angry protest as their wheels careered crazily over the tarmac, to be eventually butted up against the stalls. Here they disgorged their contents, their items of sale slipping and sliding across shiny surfaces. So as you can tell, Michaela is feeling a little sorry for herself. She's stuck inside whilst her friend has the freedom to go to the market. To save time, I have highlighted and numbered the quotes that I am going to be using. And for the letter task, I have made a simple task for myself, and that is, imagine you are Jane, write a letter to Michaela after your shopping trip. Now, I'm not doing any bullet points. The point is to really practice pulling explicit ideas and being able to develop ideas relevantly using your inferential skills. Now, let's take a look at a partial model. Dear Michaela, I hope you are well. It's been a while since I last wrote you a letter, so I thought I'd do my bit to ensure that letter writing doesn't end up becoming a dying art form. Who needs email, right? More importantly, I just wanted to put pen to paper to get a few things I've been thinking about lately. We've been friends for a long time, and I just hope you know how much I care about you. When I left you yesterday to head to the market, I felt an immediate sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach. I have to admit, I felt truly helpless seeing you in the window, knowing that I could not take you with me. I almost felt guilty having my shopping cart and joining the masses. I had memories come flooding back, memories of the most wonderful times before you got ill. It's always hard to leave you. It really is. One day we will be able to head to the markets again together like old times. I know you aren't a fan of me being all doom and gloom, but you know I am always here. On the bright side, you didn't miss much this time. Fortunately, I got to the market early enough to miss the hordes of shoppers doing their usual routine. Although they were certainly on my tail, I did get to see the market being set up. It is always quite an enjoyable experience seeing the colourful awnings being put up ready for the day ahead. Of course, that enjoyment quickly dwindled when a whole load of screeching metal trolleys made their way to the market stalls. However, it was nice to see the transformation. I waited a little bit at this point before buying a few bits and pieces I needed. So what makes this successful? Well, there's a clear sense of audience and purpose. It uses all of the explicit ideas I've highlighted, and there's some relevant development. That's essentially what you guys need to do. You'll see as well I have numbered each idea. These refer to the ideas in the original text. Everything else is appropriate development. Now the question I have created for myself for the journal task is, imagine you are Michaela, write a journal entry describing your thoughts and feelings after Jane leaves for the market. Now let's take a look at a model response. So here I am again by the same window, watching the same people with their shopping carts walk on by like I am completely invisible to the world. Jane left me earlier to go to the market. I've asked her to buy me a few things. When she leaves, I feel like I'm shrouded with this inescapable darkness. I am hit with the crushing realization that I may be in this chair forever. Watching people have total freedom to do the things I used to be able to do leaves me feeling numb. I know I am still alive, but sometimes I wish I had the freedom to just grab my shopping cart and join the hordes of shoppers doing the simple things, such as going to the market. Jane phoned me before to let me know about her trip. She described the markets being set up, the awnings, the stalls, even those damn screeching trolleys I hate. Enough of the doom and gloom. Hopefully Jane will be back soon and she can tell me more about her day. Her company is what keeps me going these days. And what makes this successful? Well, there's a clear reflective tone, a clear sense of purpose again, and it really develops Michaela's thoughts and feelings well. Again, all the ideas have been explored and developed suitably. Lastly, let me know in the comments below if you have ever tried this method. If you haven't, give it a go. Good luck.